wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, last night was the WNBA draft. It took place at the Shed at Hudson Yards in New York City. And the number one pick was the Dallas Wings pick Paige Buchers from UConn.
Paige Buckets. Drop on the clues bombs for Paige Buckets.
So congratulations to her. What's up, Morgan?
Yeah, that's Paige Becker. Shout out to her. She definitely is, a vibe. And you should definitely get into her story because she is an advocate for our people, okay?
Please tell me what her last name is, because all three of y'all said it wrong. He
Buckers.
said BQ.
It's Beckers.
Bucket, and then you said
Beckers.
Beckers.
Oh, Buckets is her nickname. Paige Buckets is her
Oh,
nickname because she getting
definitely do
buckets.
that.
So
She definitely do that. She definitely do
the
that.
last name is what?
Beckers.
Beckers.
Becker.
Okay, gotcha.
So first up on front page, let's get into a little bit of more sports. Major League Baseball is honoring the legacy of Jackie Robinson. Today is Jackie Robinson Day, marking the anniversary of the day that he broke baseball's color barrier. Now, Robinson debuted with the Brooklyn Dodgers on April 15th, 1947. Look, not that long ago, y'all. To honor the Hall of Famer, all players will wear his iconic number 42 in Dodger blue. Players, managers, coaches, and umpires will also wear a special 42 patch on the side of their baseball caps. MLB established Jackie Robinson Day in 2004. So shout out to Jackie Robinson.
Don't tell Trump it's Jackie Robinson Day. He might ask why and then sign an executive order that no colors can be recognized.
That's right.
Oh, no. Look, Charlamagne, speaking of Trump, you was right, okay? So despite saying he will respect the Supreme Court's decision, President Trump and the White House is defending its decision to deport Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a man from Maryland mistakenly deported to a prison in El Salvador. Now, speaking from the Oval Office yesterday with the president of El Salvador, Trump again said the courts do not dictate American foreign policy. This comes as Trump met with El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, at the White House yesterday and Bukele also said he would not return Abrego Garcia, adding that they're not too fond of releasing terrorists and that he's not going to smuggle someone back into the U.S. Now, during their meeting at the White House, President Trump spoke more about securing the border and their current relationship between the U.S. and El Salvador. Let's take a listen.
Well, what they've done to us at the border should never and can never be forgotten. It's a sin, what they did, and you are helping us out.
So Bukele was, he said he was also honored to be with Trump, adding that what is happening at the U.S. border in terms of stopping illegal immigration is remarkable. But let's not forget the DOJ has admitted that Abrego Garcia was not supposed to be sent to El Salvador because of an immigration judge's 2019 order barring him from being sent there. Now, Attorney General Pam Bondi said there's evidence that the man is a gang member, and Homeland Security Advisor Stephen Miller said that the administration, or it's not the administration's job to get him back to the U.S. Let's take a listen to their comments.
He was illegally in our country. He had been illegally in our country. And in 2019, two courts, an immigration court and an appellate immigration court, ruled that he was a member of MS-13 and he was illegally in our country.
It's very arrogant even for American media to suggest that we would even tell El Salvador how to handle their own citizens as a starting point.
Is this true? I mean, I don't know. I'm not. Is any of that true?
Yeah. This is where we are right now, as updates come every day. But as for Abrego Garcia moving forward, it's my understanding that right now, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen has requested a meeting with Bukele to continue efforts to release and return him back to the United States. But as of right now, it seems like we are stalled in regards to what's happening.
But was he illegally in the country? Was he a member of MS-13? I don't know.
They have not furnished proof that he is actually a member of MS-13. Mm-hmm. Now, he is a national of El Salvador, though. He is a El Salvadoran citizen, but he did have a right to be here. A judge ruled that he had a right to be in the United States based on the conditions of what's happening in El Salvador. So, yeah.
And so the Supreme Court, told the administration to bring him back, and the administration said, SMD, kiss my ass.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hope y'all know we are in a post-constitutional society then. And if we're in a world where a president can defy the Supreme Court, then there are no checks and balances, and democracy as we know it is done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, there you have it. That's your front page news for 6 a.m. 7 a.m., we're going to start with taxes. Make sure y'all file y'all taxes. It's tax day, all right?
All right, we'll get into that next hour. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back to some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Yeah, Envy, I know you like to start with sports, but let's start with some sports at the White House. So President Trump honored the Ohio State Buckeyes at the White House yesterday for winning the national championship. And J.D. Vance, the vice president, dropped the championship trophy after the ceremony. I cannot believe it. That clip is circulating online. Did y'all see it?
I did
see him drop the trophy, looking very unmanly. For an administration that likes to talk about people being so manly. Boy, he didn't look manly at all.
Definitely didn't.
He could not lift that thing for anything. So Trump highlighted the Buckeyes' path to the title and said that he expects to see quarterback Will Howard play in the NFL for years. Now, Vice President J.D. Vance, who is from Ohio, joked that he asked the president if he could skip the inauguration to attend the national championship. Let's take a listen to those comments at the ceremony.
This was a historic year in college football, standing together today. These men in the first college, think of that, are the first college football players in history who can proudly call themselves 12-team playoff champions. You're the first ones, that's right.
I asked the president on January the 20th, I said, sir, would you mind if I skipped that final inaugural ball to go to the Ohio State National Championship game? And the president said, no, but we'll have them at the White House. So here we are.
Yeah, so there they are. Ohio State defeated Notre Dame to claim its first title since 2014. So congratulations to them. New York Mayor Eric Adams, he visited the DR on Monday to pay his respects to those who died during last week's nightclub roof collapse. Now, Mayor Adams visited the site of the tragedy, flanked by members of his staff and Dominican officials, offering his support to the victims and their families. Let's take a listen to New York City Mayor Eric Adams and his comments.
Your brother from America is here to be with you during this time. During crises and tragedies, families pray, families lift each other up, family hug each other. My visit today is my hug.
So it also comes as New York's, of course, you guys are aware, New York has a large Dominican population, and they remain in mourning following the April 7th incident. Now, New York Governor Kathy Hochul was also in the city on Monday delivering remarks at a vigil in the Bronx for the victims. So that is a tragic, tragic story, but I will continue to keep you updated as that story develops. And of course, today, y'all, is tax day. Have you filed your taxes? Have you filed your taxes? Taxes are due today. And if you haven't even started or you're not done yet, there is still hope. If you're in a crunch, you need to file for an extension. The key thing to keep in mind is to file your extension today, which will give you at least 6 months. So taxpayers impacted by natural disasters, which we know there have been a lot of in the last year, in 12 states have automatic tax extensions to file and pay their 2024 taxes. Now, some extensions only apply to certain areas within those states that were actually impacted by storms or fires, what have you. If you file for an extension, you need to file, you need a form 4868 on IRS.gov. That's 4868 on IRS.gov, which gives you an automatic extension for 6 months. So just don't not file, okay? Don't do that.
You play with the IRS if you want to. Listen,
extension, y'all.
You ain't got to file, but the IRS will find you.
That's right.
You can run, but you cannot hide.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget they giving away, the agency is working with immigration too. So, just keep that in mind as well. It's something to keep in mind. But I'm not going to get too much into that. That's your front page news. Y'all can follow me on socials at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow the Black Information Network and download the free iHeartRadio app. Visit us at vinnews.com. See y'all.
All right. Thank you.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.